catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.
Right.
Good evening. Welcome to Storytime. We are so excited. I am your host, Crystal, aka Shout Crystal, and I am just elated to have a few good men this evening. I know you see the picture on the screen with these faces here. We have David, Monte, and Izzy, and you see the acronym AFGM, a few good men. And we're going to find out why they call them that, ladies and gentlemen. These gentlemen came together and they have a dynamic R&B group, and they're individually renowned, and they all have musical talents. And we're going to find out just what that is. So sit back, get yourself something to drink. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to let folks know that we are here. You know what they say. It's free to do what you have to do. Just like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay. And then we're going to get this party started. All right. And I am excited to have you here tonight. If this is your first time coming through the story time, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Here is where we should share life experiences, right? And everybody has a story. And it just so happened that while I was scrolling through on Instagram, I saw these gentlemen. And, those of you who know me back in the 90s, when I used to do some things in the industry, I bumped into this same group. We did a little something with the original members. Yeah. And so I'm just excited to have David and his new crew back so we can find out exactly what they're doing in 2026. So at this time, I want to kick this off by having them come on the screen and welcome them, because I know they are busy right now. They have a lot going on. It's exciting. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's going on?
What's going down?
It's going down. It's going down. Listen, look like y'all back there in the studio right now, prepping, getting ready, huh?
We staying here.
Yep. All right. You know what they say? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready, right?
Come on.
Man, oh man. Well, listen, I know that you have a lot of fans and supporters and family that know who you are, but there is a slim possibility there's a few people who may have never heard of you and may not know each of you individually. So I would like to start with you taking a moment to just kind of introducing yourself, saying your name, where you're from, a little bit about what you do and your role in the group, and then we'll go from there. And David, because you are the original founding member, I certainly would love for you to start with that. Don't go into the history of the group yet. Right now, it's just who you are, where you're from. And
it's all good, Crystal. It's good to see you, though. How you been, bro?
Listen, I'm good. It's good to be seen and not viewed.
Hey, come on now. Come on. Hey, man, I'm David Morris, a founding member of 90s group, A Few Good Men. I don't have to really, do too much explaining. I think the history explains itself. We started back in 1992. We got signed to LaFace and, had some modest success, and, the rest is history. We'll get more into that as we get into the interview.
Okay. Who we have up next to you,
I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. So I'm from the Naptown. Shout out Naptown, real Naptown, inner city. I always say I'm from the inner city of Indianapolis. So, yeah, I'm definitely a Naptownian.
Okay. And who we have next to you?
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Izzy. Yeah, I'm not from Naptown, but I feel like I am. I put in about 20 years here. So originally from Michigan, though. Michigan born and raised.
Okay.
And so, next,
where you from, man? No, I'm just playing.
Monte Clark. Like I said, I'm from Indianapolis. I wasn't born in Indianapolis. I was born in Evansville, Indiana. and I was raised in Indianapolis since I was probably 3 or 4. So basically from here.
Okay. You're not shy, are you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Really? How can you be shy in this business? Wow. But you know what they say, the shy ones is the one we have to watch out for, though.
I got the switch I turn off and on.
Okay. Because I see you got the shades on and everything. I know. I bet you got to keep up with him, don't you? Well, so now, David, what I would love for you to do is I know we don't want to dwell on the past at all. We don't want to do that because we want to talk about now. But and like you said, many things speak for themselves. But just take us down a trip down memory lane, the face, how you got started. Let's talk about you for a minute. How did you even get into the business, man? When you grew up and you went to school, I mean, did you sing in high school? How did you even get into the music industry?
You know, I come from a large family, 7 siblings, lots of cousins. And, you know, back in the day, you know, my mom, you know, she worked at Allison's Transmission. And when she went to work, my siblings watched me. And I would mimic everything that I heard on the radio. And back then, that's before MTV came on. I would hear everything on the radio and I would mimic it. And we would get a bunch of boxes together and I got these sticks and I would just play. And that's how I learned how to play a kit. And I taught myself how to play instruments. And I just developed the love for music. Every time I heard something, I just went back and replayed it. And I just knew right then and there, man, I was hooked. You know, a lot of people grow up in churches. You know, we were Jehovah's Witnesses, so I never really got a chance to get around the instruments. So instrumentation came in my home. I made my own instruments, but once I was introduced to instruments, it just was natural for me to play because I hear well. So that's just where the music came from.
Wow. So now the group of Few Good Men. First of all, where'd the name come from?
A Few Good Men, the name came from Daryl Simmons. He actually had called us up into the office one day and he said, "Hey man, I got a good name for you guys." And we went through like three or four different names, and A Few Good Men stuck. At first, it was going to be SOS, you know, Soldiers of Soul, and all kind of different names. And we were like, nah, you know. And then when he said A Few Good Men, we all kind of looked at each other and said, "That sticks, man. We like that." So we stuck with that name.
Glad it wasn't that.
I am too.
Well, that's good. And I see the camaraderie between you and the brothers. So now I know that you're the founding members and you didn't start out with these two brothers here. And I know you're grateful to have them. So tell me about how that process went, how you went and how you managed to stay in the game. Because a lot of times when the music industry shifted and things changed from the 90s, some people are not still in it. They gave up. You know, they're no longer relevant, but you're still here. So tell me about that. How did you go from there to now and then meet these two gentlemen?
Well, it ain't the fact that I just met these two gentlemen. You know, I've been knowing Monte since the 80s. So he's always been around. You know, me and Monte's always been friends, man, from almost 40 years. So it's like we always had a love for music. You know, we just kind of would hit and miss with each other. He had his thing going on with his company. I had mine going on, but I kind of left music for a while because, you know, I wanted to raise my children. That's why one of the reasons why I left the music industry, because of that. You know, I just didn't want to be in the industry, man, and watch somebody else raise, you know, my sons. But I told my kids, I said, now look, once you know, I was about to say, once you little brothers get old enough, look, once you get old enough and y'all able to do things on your own, then it's time for, you know, daddy to go out, man, and get his career back, you know. And once it was really my mom too. My mom transitioned, man, you know, she's in heaven. So, you know, she told me before she transitioned, she would always ask me what made me leave the music industry. And I told her, I just didn't want to do it because I knew if I'd have put anybody that knows me, once I go all in, I'm all in. It ain't no half stepping. So I figured if I wasn't going to go all the way in, it ain't no need of coming back yet. But now, shit, that's a whole different story, man. A whole different ball game. Now, when it comes to Izzy, that was a prayer, you know, and I'm just keep it real. Izzy came when I went into, I'm going to keep it real. Shout out to Lee Rowe, man, you know, our sister Leah Rowe, man, shout out to her. We was just happened to be going through, you know, a transition in the group, because me and Monty, you know, we was looking for another member, and at the time we didn't have one, so we was just kind of like, oh man, so we just gonna have to wait it out, I guess. But I went into my restroom and I prayed, and I was like, God, please send us somebody not only that's, you know, really good at singing, but ain't crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, just send us somebody like that. And I'd be darned, man, we went into the studio that night, and Leah Rowe and Monte was talking, and they was like, she said, you know, Izzy's back in town. And I'm looking at them like, who the hell is Izzy?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I'm
Wait,
like,
hold up.
I'm saying, who is that?
You say who, man?
So I'm just saying, man, it has been a blessing, you know, having this brother right here, and he's just came in and just literally just fit it was like a puzzle, you know. He was the missing piece to the puzzle.
Wow.
And now the puzzle's put together, and
Yeah.
I mean, we're having so much fun, Crystal. It's not even fair,
Right.
the fun we have, man. I'm
Man.
telling you, it's just something that's just crazy with just the industry, the way the phone calls are coming in, the way that, you know, we're able to call some of the big wigs in the music industry, and we're having these conversations with them
Yes.
at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, who the hell be on the phone at 5 o'clock in the morning with multimillionaires? I mean, come
Wow.
on, you don't have to talk to my broke ass, but they talking to me, though. So
Oh my goodness. Let me tell you what you just did when you said that.
what's that?
Back when I first met you, around the same time, a young lady came through named Nonchalant, and she had a song 5 o'clock in the morning, really outside on the corner. So when you said that, you took me straight back there.
Right.
That was interesting. So wow, thank you for that flashback.
Right.
So it is a wonderful thing. Yeah, I know back then LaFace asked the record, and it was different back in the 90s.
It's
What would you say set you guys apart
right now?
then
What-
and now? Because of course times have changed. So the music industry has changed tremendously. Back then, you know, you had record labels, they had a budget, you know what I mean? So they kind of backed you. Now everybody has to do everything independently. You know, you're on your
It's
own.
easy to answer this question because he's always in the studio when we in here working. So I'll let him answer. What makes this different? He can answer that.
Okay, Andy, it's on you.
It's on me. It's on me.
And listen, you got that radio, man. I know when you hit the mic, the ladies lose their mind. You got
Quiet storm voice, don't
Hey,
you?
that's Mr. Show You Right.
Zabba this week?
I'll start that. Don't play, man. Shit.
All right. We're gonna be serious. We're gonna be serious. You with me, Crystal? You ready?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I just want to hear you talk.
What was different? Well, comparative, right? Is like you said, the music industry is different. The machine that we're against compared to back then, it's technology, right? It's AI. It's all of the things that you didn't really see coming.
Right.
But the beautiful thing that I love about what we're doing, as you see, we are in the studio right now. We're not robots. What we're making and what we're doing is not only keeping the name alive, keeping the legacy going, especially with us having a blessing, you know, from the original members.
Mhm.
We pretty much just want to let everybody know that, you know, R&B is not dead. You hear what I'm saying?
That's right.
It ain't dead. And if we can just keep that torch going, we're gonna make this music and we're gonna do it right. At any given time, you know, it's anything can be taken away from you if you take it for granted. So what we refuse to do this time around, right, really for all of us, is just going out here and giving the people what they want, giving the people what they need, because the reality is real music is so necessary, especially nowadays. We don't play around with this. We love to laugh, man. We love to joke, but when it's time to get serious, you know, it's time to get serious, because when we hit this stage, when we come to your city, when we come to your towns, when we come, you gonna know you gonna know we there before we even get there, because that's what we want to do.
Wow. And Monte, you make sure everybody know you the mood setter too, right? You the one that are you the one they call the mood setter? You the one that set it up for everybody, right? So music, the good music is needed because the lyrics are not the same. And I know David, you the songwriter, producer, vocalist, you do everything, and I want you to talk about that after I speak to Monte, the difference in the lyrics today from back in the day, because I always tell my three adults, like, they don't make music like what we came up on. But Monte, so what's your take on being a part of A Few Good Men when you went from sitting on the sideline to actually being a part of the group? How did that make you feel?
I think, I feel like it's a blessing, man, and I think it's perfect timing, because even though, as I say, I always wanted to be a part of the group, it wasn't meant for me to be in at that time, and God's timing is always perfect. That's it. So now I think it is the perfect time for the perfect, combination to carry on the name of the group and take it even further, and that's our goal, to take it to the level that it was, and just continue to take it up even further.
Continue to take it up. I hear the faith coming out of all of you, so I know you all have that foundation because I heard you mention it. But David, what do you try to do, or what do you do? I'm not going to say try. When you're writing these songs, what is it that you want to convey? Because this is coming from your heart. The music is. What is it that you want to convey? What do you want the people to feel when they hear A Few Good Men?
Well, let me clarify that up, Crystal. We are a production team. So everything that's done musically is done by all of us.
All of you, okay.
We all play, and I probably play a little bit more, but Monte is pretty much the brains behind this whole thing when it comes to the mixing, the mastering. We all collectively do our part. So everybody plays a big part. We're all songwriters. Me and Monty, we stay in the studio doing tracks and doing production. Izzy's a phenomenal arranger, songwriter. People just don't know, man, that everything that's done right here is done in-house. So there's not just one person that does everything. We all do it. So everything you hear, we all put our input in it. That's why we're in here doing this tonight. So that's what makes this so special to me, is that there's no egos. Everybody loves each other. We have fun. We hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? We lift each other up. And if you sound like, we're going to tell you, be like, you in the damn studio. I'm like, man, you fired. Come out. You need to go gargle. You need to go do something. So one thing about us, we don't play with each other, but one thing we do is we uplift each other and we be honest with each other. So everything from videography, from promotions, from everything that you see with A Few Good Men. And big shout out to Katina, man. Hey, Katina, we love you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big shout out to her, man. She has really been putting in that work. Shout out to my cousin, Rhonda Edlin. She's been putting in that work. Big shout out to my baby brother, man. We couldn't do it without him. Jew Winters, Leah Rowe, choreography, mental vision. I mean, this whole machine is being done by a lot of people. So people don't get to see them behind the scenes. That's why what you're seeing right now on social media with this machine,
yes,
a lot of people are. But as far as videos and all of the promotional stuff, that's this guy right here.
That's that guy. Izzy making it happen, huh? Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So let me ask y'all this: what's the secret to the longevity? Because you've been on the stage with everybody: Christopher Williams, Keith Sweat, Cameo, SWV. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And there may be some people out here to go back and look at this that's trying to make it. They're trying to get in the industry. What is the secret to the longevity for maintaining the respect and the admiration, that y'all have?
One word, LOVE. That's it. You just got to love it. And you got to be honest with yourself too. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to take constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, just because you think you Michael Jordan don't mean you Michael Jordan, right? So my point is that be honest with yourself and make sure that you put out the best product, but you have to put love behind it. If you love what you do, it's going to show, period, point blank.
And one thing about us is we stay authentic to who we are. We don't try to mimic anybody. We don't try to copy anybody. You know, it's one thing to stay current, keep your sound current to what's going on, but you still have to make it yours and still be true to yourself and your sound, your own sound.
Wow. Challenges. What kind of challenges have you all had individually or as a group behind the scenes or coming up in the industry that people don't know about that either made you stronger or was a valuable lesson?
Believing in someone that didn't believe in you.
Mm.
That I think that's your biggest takeaway. You have to see, love is reciprocated.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if I love you and I tell you I love you, I mean it. You know, don't love me when it's convenient for you. Love me because you really love me. And that's how I feel about my guys and my whole organization. You know, it's such a love here. When I tell you, man, it sometimes I pinch myself because it don't seem fair. I swear, man. We act a plum damn fool. Do you hear me? When I say this, if you was in the studio with us, you would have spit that coffee out.
So y'all be cutting up. That's good though.
And we cut up.
That is coffee.
And that's coffee, right? It ain't no bourbon, right?
Yes.
Look, because you know we got that too now.
Yeah, right.
Yes. That's good. That's good.
No, we're just having fun, Crystal, man.
You have to. You have to. Now I want to go back. I didn't acknowledge it, but I want to say kudos to you for the pause you took to take care of your family, because it is a lot to be out there on the road. It's very overwhelming. And sometimes a lot of families don't make it. You know, they break up, the children get neglected. So I want to say kudos to you for saying, listen, my family come first, you know. And the other thing about the industry is a lot of pressure. Yeah. You know, I always felt like from the thing that I saw that there should be more psychological assistance and ways for people, because, you know, mental health is always talked about. They always talk about the mental health thing. I feel like when people are getting out there in the industry, there's the same way they do, like when someone has to go over there to do these surgeries to lose weight, they go find out, make sure they can take it. They need to do that for the industry. Yeah. Because everybody's not cut out for the industry.
Girl, you better preach. Say the industry lost weight, huh?
Right.
They done put the industry on Ozempic.
Yeah, they got to do it because some people can't make it. You know, they can't handle the stress. You know, so tell us about the stories. What are the fans saying to you guys when you come up and you on stage, and after you finally have those moments with those people? What are they saying to you? What is it that they get from your songs? You know, they say, "Man, you got me through the tough times." I mean, what are you hearing from your supporters?
One of the main things we hear, especially when we perform, but just as a whole, you know, people just always tell us, man, y'all sound good. Like y'all really like are staying, y'all don't sound old. Basically, that's what they're telling us. We don't sound like a bunch of old dudes still trying to do it.
I never understood that.
You know?
So,
you know, just the fact that we can stay young and fresh and keep bringing new ideas, new, you know, good ideas. That's the main thing that we hear, man. Y'all sound good. Basically, trying to say, man, y'all sound good for y'all age.
and that's what we get, Crystal, all the time, even as producers, as current as we, you know, when we didn't hear banging out tracks or whatever we doing, playing, we try to stay as current as possible. You know, I don't watch regular TV. All I watch is stuff like behind the music, what's going on, who's doing what, what's the newest song, the newest sound, the newest AI. We stay so far ahead of the game, man. Like, you know, who comes back after almost 26? How long has it been? Shit, about 26 years. I left 26 years ago.
That's right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I haven't been in the industry in 26 years, and I come back 50 years old. And I don't mind telling them, I still got all my hair, still got my teeth, you know, and at 50 years old, you know, I get to come back, and I never left it. So if I'm in the studio and I'm giving you something current, something that sounds like right now, without sounding like, you know, I saw you walking in the rain. You know, I ain't giving you one of them. I'm not saying that's not a good song, but I'm just saying when you come in the lab with us, Izzy says it all the time, man. He just sits back sometimes and just be watching us work. And he just be like, and I'll be like, no, bro, it's all good. we don't let nothing slide, man. We don't let nothing slide, man.
Mhm.
We don't
Wow.
let nothing slide. It has to be. It
And-
has to be current.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of people know how to work the computer. They know how to work the sound effects. Y'all seriously harmonize. Y'all are good together. Can y'all give us a little sample?
Boy, hey, I don't even know if we was ready for that.
we just got to record.
We just got to record. So you need someone to fill you up. You need someone giving it up. You need a good man. You need someone touching your soul. A man like me taking control. You need a good man. So we just be chilling, man.
And that's what's missing. We don't have a lot of people who can harmonize still. You know, a lot of times you have individuals. You don't have a lot of people who do a lot of choreography and color coordination. So you guys have the total package, and you wear it proud. I see that you have unity and you are always together. What keeps y'all grounded?
Just we like to sing, man. We just come in, we just get in the studio and we do our work, man. We just Crystal, one thing that I said to my sons asked me, you know, they fans of mine. I got 3 boys, and my baby boy, he just turned 21 and he sets stuff at the studio I got at the house. And he said, Dad, he said, you don't get tired of this, man? He said, because I'm just shocked that he said, I'm not calling you old. I said, just call me old. It's all good. He said, but man, you just so relevant. Like he said, just the tracks and the beats and the melodies and the cadence and all of the stuff that you're doing, man, they stay so relevant. He's like, Pops, how do you be hearing this stuff? I said, because we love music, man. We don't have no favorite kind of music. I just like music. It from 80s to Journey to Boston to America to Creedon to the Eagles to Daryl Hall and John Oates. Hell, I can go all the way up to, you know, who's rapping or who's singing. It's just music, man. Music is melody.
Conway.
Yes, it is.
Everything starts with a melody. You get me with the melody. If you can get me with a melody, my all-time favorite, I had a chance to be up under his label. He is my idol, Mr. Babyface, because he is a melodine, man. He loves melodies. So when you first hear a melody from Babyface, you know what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what you're getting from him. And that's what I love about Mr. Babyface Edmonds, is that he's a songwriter. He's a melodine. Right. And that's what we do, man. This dude's hard on us, bro. He's one of my best friends in the world, and he's quiet, but he's a hard ass. And me, I'm a hard ass when it comes to melodies. You know, if the melody don't sound right, I'll be like, switch it. Let's switch it around. It sounds, or he'll say it sounds old. I'll say, yeah, it sounds a little old. Okay, let's revamp it. Let's make it a little more current, put a different cadence on it, and then there we go. That's what we do, man. We do that not only for us, but, you know, we can't speak on it, but, you know, we got a lot of projects in the works, man, with some really big people. And
you can't tell us about it yet. Well, tell us this. And, you know, those people that are out there, we know you're out there. We've seen the comments out there. They're saying something to you right now. And like Josh said, iron sharpens iron. You know, thank y'all for being here. Let us know you're there, where you're chiming in from, and we'll definitely let them know that you're here and show your comments that you put up. You know, I see Lisa. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Thank you for being here. That's my girl right there. She'll get you right with the stocks and make sure your money's right. So make sure you follow Lisa, because she's definitely going to make sure she does that. But I want to ask each one of y'all one question, and that is, what is something that for you, David, maybe what Babyface told you that stuck with you through the industry? For each one of you, what is something that stuck with you? Is a piece of advice that someone in the industry gave you that has stuck with you throughout your career?
The only thing that Kenny he never really said, I was on the piano at LaFace one time. That's when LaFace Records was over in Lenox area, and we was in the conference room, and I was just playing the piano, and I stopped, and I felt somebody behind me, and it was him, but he didn't know I could play, and he looked at me. He said, "What was that?" And I said, "Oh, just something I came up with." He was like, "Okay." Okay. He's like, yeah. He said, basically, don't stop, bro. Don't ever stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep doing it and just keep doing it. So I take that from him, man. He just said, never stop.
Mm,
Even if things happen in life, you never stop. You know, I mean, tragedies happen, life happens. Hell, that's called life.
that's right.
If it don't happen, then hell, you ain't living. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're
That's right. That's right. But you know, in the process of what don't break you will make you stronger. That's for sure.
You know,
So, how about you, Izzy? What's something that someone told you that stuck with you?
You know, I can't think of anything directly because I have a background in film and acting as an actor too. So one thing I would say that I've learned when being on set, you learn a lot more when you say less.
Mm,
That's something that I can promise you is more educational than putting yourself in a position that God didn't put you in. So with what I'm doing now and being a part of A Few Good Men, I didn't even know why I came back to the city because I was living in a different state. And I came back and God was basically like, I'm gonna sit you down. And when God got to sit you down, sometimes sometimes you question it and sometimes you ask why. But sometimes you may not get that answer because me, I'm a Taurus, I'm hard headed. So he had to show me. I asked the question why, and he didn't give me no answer because he knows how I am. He's like, I'm gonna just have to show you why you're here. And maybe bro Jules just kind of putting it in my ear, like, yo, like this stuff that y'all are doing is about to happen. And
mm,
I'm just sitting here like, okay.
but Crystal, when you got a brother like I do, you know how Eddie Murphy had Charlie.
yes.
I got you.
Mhm.
See, I got my little brother. He's just like how Charlie was to Eddie. He will not let me. When I say 5 in the morning, get up, bro, get up. It's a new day, man. We got things to do today. He keeps me going. You know, he knew that when my mom transitioned, you know, I didn't want to do this because I was like, man, I ain't gonna do this no more. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is how I knew it was gonna happen. Monte, we, being producers and stuff, we in the studio doing songs for other artists. He gets frustrated. I'm gonna tell you, this man right here, he has to endure horrible singing sometimes as a producer.
Wow.
And he looked at me one day. He said, "Hey, man, I'm tired of hearing all these horrible singers, man." He said, "You know, all these records that we're writing, we're allowing other people to demo them. We need to do these records ourselves." And
That's right.
I said, okay. Well, I said, well, shit. I was thinking about bringing A Few Good Men back.
Mm,
I thought about it and I said, okay, you know what? Let's bring A Few Good Men back. Let me revamp the group. The next day, he was at a music seminar with a shirt on, just like this. He didn't give me a chance to be like, well, man, I was just bullshitting. He was like, nah, he just did it. So I knew right then and there that, we had to keep our foot on the gas. So I was like, it's full steam ahead now. So we haven't looked back, man. We're going into 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So we knew it was going to take some time. When we first got together, we first started, people wasn't answering them phones, man. They like, But
and we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about what it takes to get them to answer the phone and take you serious. But Monte, what is something someone may have said to you? And we're going to take a look at that because I'm sure one of you did the website too, because your website is tight. So we're going to take a peek at that and let the people know how to go follow you and look at that website. But Monte, what's something somebody said to you?
Something that somebody said to me, just a little backstory, like over years, like I said, I started back in the day, when Few Good Men started, I always watched. And you get stuck in a mode where you think, you've been almost there so many times, and always something happens to where it never happened for you. And you get in a frame of mind where like, well, maybe it just wasn't meant, So I started, just singing in church and just, doing praise and worship at my church. And Lamar Campbell, he mentored me, as a worship leader. And he told me, he might not even remember saying this, but I tore the church up one day and he said, you are bigger than this.
Mm,
But always remember, nothing's bigger than God.
Ooh,
mm.
it's cool, Shabba.
And he was just basically telling me, man, you are much greater than this right here. But don't never get too big for God.
Mm.
And that stuck with me since then.
Wow. So I can hear, like I said, your conviction in each one of you. So that's also, I believe that's something that keeps y'all together too, because y'all are aligned, so that's beautiful, that all of you have that relationship with the man upstairs, and that's a part of who you are. So that's amazing. I know that makes a huge difference, because y'all have so much positivity about you. I was trying to get the challenges and some of the things, because there's some people, they don't have the positivity you have. They don't have the faith you have. They don't have the support you have with the family. They're pulling their hair out and they're wanting to give up, but they're gifted. They're gifted, and they're not getting the phone calls. They're not getting the booking that y'all are getting. So I really want y'all to speak to them. If there's someone watching that is kind of discouraged and they're kind of like almost ready to go out the door, what are you going to tell them?
Put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
When you feel like you ain't put in enough work, you haven't.
Right.
Put more work.
Right.
We was a national recording artist signed to one of the biggest labels in the world. LA, Babyface, Earl Simmons, Clyde Davis, you know what I'm saying? Tommy Mottola, all them, man. Ken Levy, I can go on and on. The problem is that the way that the music industry is now, it's so different, man. And I don't want to sound discouraging, but we've learned, even if you got a name, they still may not pick up the phone.
That's right.
And I'm just telling you now, man, thank God that those relationships are still in good standards, man, because, thank you. Because I mean, the people that are helping us, we just thank you so much, and that's why we don't take it for granted. That's why we're at the studio. We lose sleep. We in the studio dancing, and, we're doing things and we're writing music, and, we're trying to get everything prepared for what's about to happen for us with these tours and the stuff that we got coming up. Remember, the music industry really doesn't open back up until February.
Right.
So really there's nothing going on right now. So we're just doing the hard work before it's time for us to do the hard work.
Right.
Let's talk about that for a minute. It's like the athletes, during the off season is when you're made, So, I would say definitely this is when you have to put in the work, And if nobody won't work with you, then you have to go out there, just like you had to go to the free throw line by yourself and just shoot them free throws. So that's a good point, what you just made about now until February. So thank you for that. And the acting now, I want to go back to Izzy, the acting that you've done. Are you bringing that to the fellas and helping them to do something with
Denzel Jr.?
He's being modest.
Denzel Jr.
He's being modest. He's on one of the biggest shows for 4 years. Come on.
Oh, that's right. Empire, right?
Yeah. I got
Empire
to do. I've done some bodyguard work in real life and security work in real life. And what's funny is, got a chance to be on that show and be a part of the security team. That was protecting Cookie and Lucius and all of that. But honestly, as far as bringing that. To the table, absolutely. In any way, shape, or form that I can, contribute. That's really what I'm here to do. I'm here to make sure that everything that you've heard them talk about is absolutely true. The camaraderie, the sense of focus, and just being convicted. Like you mentioned earlier, just the love for it. I encouraged my brother today. He was asking me for advice, because he raps or whatever. He was asking me, what can he do and what is it that I do to keep going and all of that. I told him the one thing he's going to have to do is believe in himself. I'm like, you can go as far as you want to go. I'm like, but you cannot speed up the process of success by giving up.
Right.
Giving up does not get you there faster. And he said something very significant. He was like, it takes a village. And like they've been mentioning, the people behind the scenes, the Billy Bads, the AJ Alexanders, like it takes more than just your talent and ability to utilize your gifts to get to where you are meant to go. But giving up is not an option.
Wow. Listen, I mean, acting and singing, which one you love best, or to kind of even there? Which one?
No, singing is first love. Singing is my first love. I would say I used to sing as a little boy, a little nappy-headed little boy around the house when I was younger. That was the first thing. Yes, I had hair.
That's how they look.
He looked over like,
He said, "You had hair?
You had naps."
Wow.
And that curl that I had a S curl that burnt all my. No, I'm joking. But yes, I would say singing. I did have an S curl.
A lot of people
I don't
did.
know who didn't.
I was cool. My stuff was all right, man.
I had no finger waves enough, but the singing is first love. Acting came second. But I would say I've always been a character. So acting and entertaining, all of this makes so much sense.
Wow. Well, let me ask y'all this: all of you in a relationship right now, or taken?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it challenging being out there with the ladies? I saw some of the videos of how y'all do when y'all get out there. Y'all have that charisma, that sex appeal, and all that. Y'all be messing with the ladies out there. So, how do you deal with that? You on the stage, you put it on, but when you get off the stage, you take it off.
Yeah, we still got a job to do, but you got to flip the switch off when it's time to flip it off. So that's what I do.
I mean, you have see, but you have to see. The problem is a lot of guys, when they're in a relationship, stay in relationships with girls and not women. So you have to be in a relationship with a woman, and because a woman understands, a girl would never understand.
Right.
Okay.
So that's
maturity.
Yes.
Gotta have a mature woman. Well, let's take a look at that. I know that I have your website, and I also know Giddy. Was that your last hit song, Giddy?
Yeah.
And we have that. We was gonna play a clip and let the people hear it. If you are just coming through and passing through, A Few Good Men is who we're listening to right now. We have David, Izzy, and Monte, and these gentlemen are doing what they do out there. They're the mood setters, and they're doing everything to keep the R&B alive, okay? And when they get out there on the stage, they own it. So let's take a listen and hear what they sound like when they put their skills together, because all three of them together, they get in the studio and they just come up with a masterpiece. So we do have Giddy. We'll take a listen to it for you. So take a moment and hear what Giddy sounds like, ladies and gentlemen. In the meantime, you have to make sure you go by their website and check them out. All right, their website is there. Everything you need about booking.
I'm up, you ready? I'm giddy. Baby, come and help me to a lazy. No sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. Sleep tonight, tossing and turning, wondering what you'll do. I thought you'd be here by now. I'm holding all of you, about to lose my mind. I'm more than ready, girl, I'm feeding. Not trying to hit it tight, girl, you're sleeping. There's no need to knock, the door's unlocked. I've been waiting for you. I'm giddy. bedroom. No way you prepare for what's in store for you. And I know you're not tired. I know what to do to light that fire. When I kiss all of those lips, ain't no sleeping tonight. Would be like this, girl, but it is. And now that I got you where I won't trip, I'll be chopping, screwing on you, girl. Oh, baby, when I'm through with you, there's nothing you can do. Baby, we gon' make sweet love to the sunrise. Sleeping, I'm no sleeping, babe. Ain't gonna be no sleeping tonight. No sleeping, baby. Ain't gonna be no sleeping tonight.
I'll sing about love. There's so much positivity. I can hear it in you. I can, and you walk in it. You're wearing it, so I can, see, I can see it in your aura, all three of you, but let me ask you, each one of you, this question. The industry has changed. You've seen the industry go from the golden era to the digital age. You've seen the changes in the industry. Any young artists or rising artists, what would you tell them they need to do to stay relevant and to last out here in this day and time?
I say all the time, follow the blueprint. That's when in anything there is always a blueprint. When you look at the greats in any genre of music, any aspect of entertainment, anything, look at the greats, and they all have a blueprint, a set rules that they do, procedures that they do to get them to where they gotten to. And the problem with a lot of today's industry, they try and skip all that and just jump to fame. And then they fizzle out. So they fizzle out faster than they got there, because they didn't get the structure and the training. They didn't follow the blueprint to their success. And that's why they can't stick around.
Follow the blueprint. What you have to add to that, Izzy?
Really, I would say stay disciplined. There has to be some level of structure and order, especially if you have vision, if you have a dream and it's your dream, you have to keep going towards that thing. You have to keep working at it. Like they mentioned already, you got to put in that time. You can't skip leg day and just work on upper body. You're like an upside down pretzel or something. You just have to stay disciplined and not distracted, and staying. For us, I feel like this is a mission. Once you answer that call, ring ring.
Yeah.
Wow, David.
Everybody want to be Kobe, but they didn't see Kobe shot 900 free throws before the game. So
that
you gotta do the work.
Yeah. Crystal, the one thing I tell people is this, man, you gotta stop chasing after somebody when you already somebody. You understand what I'm saying? The problem is a lot of people are chasing after this visual that they see and they think that's what it is, but they don't see the hard work that comes with it, man. This business, being part of this business over 30 some years and being friends to this day with some of the biggest stars in the world. One thing about them, like he said, they had a blueprint. You may not have gotten it then, but remember what they always say is God's timing.
Mhm.
You know, just because you went through the door wasn't, you probably wasn't meant to go through it at that time. You should have waited your turn, you know, because sometimes we're giving things a little too soon. You know, when you get things, man, you know, later on in life, you appreciate it more.
Mhm.
You know,
Wow.
and being 50 years old, man, I know I got more time behind me than I do in front of me. So my
Okay.
is that I'm going to enjoy every damn moment. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm
That's
going
it.
to make sure that I give these fans the best music possible. We give them us. We don't care if it's 10 people there. If those 10 people are paid to come and see us, y'all about to get the best damn show that you ever got.
Wow. That's it. Now here's one that I definitely want you to touch on, each one of you. The business side of it,
Mm-hmm.
the contracts,
Mm-hmm.
reading
Mm-hmm.
the paperwork,
Mhm.
understanding the structure. Can you talk to that for a minute? Talk about how important it is understanding the business side of the industry, because people get in it and they don't understand the business. And then when they get a manager or they get someone and they don't understand what they're supposed to be getting paid and the percentages and the royalties. Can you speak to that for a minute? Because that's where a lot of people fall short. They don't educate themselves and they just jump out there too soon with the wrong person.
I'll just say
Lord
this.
have mercy.
Some people are not,
Knowledgeable.
you may not have the mental for the business side, but even if you know that you don't have that mentally, get somebody, hire somebody to do that for you. Wherever you're short, hire somebody to do that.
Mhm.
So if you know that you can't understand contracts in the small print, get you a lawyer, not a manager, because most managers, they don't know either. Get you a lawyer that can look over that. Do not sign nothing without a lawyer looking at it. Period. Don't sign nothing without a lawyer looking at that paperwork, going through the fine print, seeing the loopholes. Don't miss nothing, because it takes 5 seconds to sign your life away.
That's it. Take care of your paperwork, man. Take care of your publishing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got, you know, your staff or your BMI taken care of. Make sure you register all of your songs. Make sure you register your lyrics. Because here's what happens is that if you don't take care of your business and you start making money, you might not make it, but somebody's going to collect it for you. So the point is that you might have wrote a song years ago. Somebody's already driving around in a Bentley off of that record you wrote because you didn't take care of your business. So you have to take care of your business. Get your publishing in order, because that's how you make money. You know, songs I did years ago, I'm still making money on it. So my point is that you have to take care of your publishing. I learned a lot of this stuff from our OG, Billy Bad. Big shout out to Billy Bad, who actually produced Giddy. And one thing about it is that, you know, he taught us a lot, man. One thing you have to understand is that people don't sell, people are not responsible for 10 million records being sold unless they knew what the hell they was doing. And my point is, he knew what he was doing, he taught us well. You know, some people don't want to listen, man. You know, you get in these studios and you're writing all these songs and you're not doing your paperwork and your splits, and then you wonder why. You know, there's sync licensing, you know, there's all kind of things going on. Mechanical royalties, non-mechanical performance royalties. There's so many things that you can get paid off of, but you have to be knowledgeable. And like he said, if you don't understand it, hire somebody that does, pay them. But don't just assume that you know and don't get excited in this business. This is business. This is the music business.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's business. 90% of it is business. 10% of it is the music. Remember that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's real talk, man. So I tell people, take care of your business, man.
Just a little effort can teach you a lot. I mean, Google will teach you a lot.
Yeah,
YouTube, TikTok will teach you a lot.
yeah.
Put it in your search.
ChatGPT.
Chat GPT. Put it in, give it a prompt. It'll
Yep.
tell you what you need to know.
There's no reason why you should not have your
None.
There's no reason if you
Yeah, they blessed. They blessed because we didn't have all this. We didn't have all this automation where you could talk
We
to
had to spend it
people,
in
ask a question. Woo, man. So somebody asked you a question, and we're gonna get this question out. You can see who you want to answer it because Yellow Lotus, thank you for being here. She asked, "Do you own your masters?" But I wanted to give Izzy a chance to also answer that question, see if he wanted to add something.
Same thing.
Honestly, they said it all. Reading is fundamental. And like Monte said, if you can't, figure it out yourself, find somebody to do it. Because there's somebody waiting to help you along this ride. But like I said, if you end up writing something and you didn't take care of your business and they're riding around in a Bentley when you still catching a bus, business wasn't handled. So that side of it has to be there. You have to follow through on that aspect of it, or else, I mean, how long you want to catch that bus?
Ooh.
The shoes.
Yeah. And so now I'll let you answer that question. Do you guys own your masters?
We certainly do.
Yes.
Yes, we do. That's why it's important to take care of your business. You just take care of your business, man. Do all of your splits. Make
Mhm.
sure that you got your stuff registered. Make sure you register it with everybody. Everything. Even when you upload your song to CD Baby or whatever you go through, DistroKid, whoever you go through, man, make sure all of your business is straight. And that way, if you write it with multiple people, then you get a percentage of that master. You don't own it, right out, but you own a percentage of it as long as they take care of the business.
And I remember when I worked at the Secretary of State and one of the large gospel artists happened to call there. And when they said their name, I said, "Is this D?" And he said, "Yeah, it's D." And he told me to pull up his company. And long story short, if that paperwork would have got signed and he wouldn't have caught it, it wouldn't have been his no more.
Wow.
And he just happened to, I don't know what told him to call, but I told him, I said, "This is who?" I said, "Well, you know how this is written?" And it was like, oh my God. And to this day, he said, "Man, Crystal, I owe you big time because you have to read. You have to read. And like they said, if you don't understand, check it out. Please, please, please do that because it's so important because it's one little mistake. And that's the thing. I'm going to let y'all, because I've been asking you questions. There may be something that maybe you want to share. So I will give each one of you an opportunity. If there's something on your heart that you want to let people know about you, maybe it's a thank you. I know, David, you started out by thanking some people. Maybe it's a message individually, because you are a few good men together, but you also individual. So I'll give you an individual moment to say whatever's on your heart to whoever, whether it's about the industry, yourself, something coming up, anything you like to do. I know Monty might use that time to promote because that's what he does to make sure the word gets out for everything coming up. But I want to give you that moment. But I want to ask you one last question. Looking back on hindsight, what's the biggest mistake you've made that you learned from that? If you had to share it, you would share it so nobody else will have to go through that you went through in the industry.
Taking time for Brandon.
For me, it would be getting complacent. Don't ever get complacent, because some people never come out of that. Some people are lucky enough to come out, but some people never come out and they never make it out. Don't ever get complacent, and give up on the dream that God gave you. It's from God. Don't give up on it, period.
That part. Say that again. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would have to back that. Just valuing time. Of course, you can't get time back. But if I could, say to my younger self, with an apps. But if I could say to my younger self, it really would just be that, I'm proud of you for just sticking it out, this far, because this is not an overnight thing for anybody. It can look like it happened overnight, but the work is being done, really at night. So
Mhm.
yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Just never give up, man. You know, it's never too late. The only time it's over is when God says it's over.
Mhm.
You know, we have a tendency to give up a little too soon. You know, and that's our problem, man. We give up way too soon before it's time. You know, it gets hard. That's the growing pains of life. When things get hard, that's how you know you're right there.
Mhm.
That's when you like you're right there. And we went through our went through just to get to our get to. You hear me? Because
Yeah.
we went through it last year, but we kept a lot of stuff to ourselves, and it's nobody's business. You know, you don't share your what goes on in your bedroom, do you? So my point is, I'm not going to share it to the world because it's none of their business. So we had to take care of our business and some things, earn out some things, and we got that, you know, earned out. And now it's time to move on. And I'm gonna tell you, man, God has been so good to us, man. I can't even complain about it, man, because it's just, Crystal, I can go on and on and on. You know, I think we talked briefly, and I told you, yo, I think your microphone's off, honey.
I said he's good
Yeah, okay.
all the time.
Yeah, he's good all the time, and I'm gonna tell you, man, thank you so much. You know, big shout out to AJ Alexander, partner of ours. You know, shout out to J Pat, shout out to Usher, shout out to Randy Gill, shout out to Johnny Gill. I mean, just shout out to all of those, man, that have showed so much love, man. And we appreciate all of them, man. And you know, the best is yet to come from us, man. We really, really got some people in our corner, you know, that's really believing in us. You know, you haven't seen nothing yet. You know, that's why, you know, if it was up to us, we would call our tour A Few Good Men, Men Against the Machine.
Mm,
And what people would say, what does that mean? That means it's us against AI. Because
wow.
about it, you know, we are organics. We're going to get on stage and serenade you and give you the real. An AI artist, I'm sorry, they can't stand
Can't
next
do
to
that.
me.
Yes.
So my point is, it's going to be men against the machine. So you said there was somebody that wanted to ask us a question.
Yeah, the question they had asked was about the masters.
Oh yeah.
They already
They,
asked.
they were asking about the masters, and by they're putting comments in there. One young lady said, "God is good all the time," and of course, she said, "I love the way they acknowledge Him in all they do." Yes, I'm saying, like, if you notice that that's why I said they live it, they walk it, it's all in them. You can see it, and that's why they have the favor of the Lord, because you can see they put Him first, and it's so obvious. You can see it in the relationship and everything. So it's visible. I know you're blessed, and I know, like you said, the best is yet to come. And I want to hear about that, Monty. Tell us about. I know you have a show coming up Valentine's Day, and I think we have that flyer too. So we're going to show that flyer and let people know. Tell the people how they can reach you guys if they want to book you guys, and what you have coming up, and how they can follow you all.
They can follow us mainly through our website is theafgm.com. And you can reach all of our social media and every, way to contact us through the website. But also our social medias are A Few Good Men Music on all platforms. Except for Facebook, it's just A Few Good Men. But on TikTok, Instagram, it's A Few Good Men Music.
And do you answer the DMs if they send something to you? How can they reach out if they're interested in bringing you to a city near them or something? Who's the contact person?
You just contact me.
Yes, contact D Love over here.
Contact me. And I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
We might need to get y'all to come back to Raleigh. Back to Raleigh. I know you have to wait till you find out what's going on with the negotiations and everything, but I'm going to send you my number too. If you need something in this area, let me know. There's a lot of good venues here in the Raleigh area now. When's the last time you've been to Raleigh?
Hey, just FYI, that flyer that you got up, just so people will know that it's been moved to a different venue, which we already got that flyer out. So everybody, and the tickets, it's been moved to the Paradox. So just so you know, you'd say that.
Yeah. Paradox Lounge. That's going to be It's going to be on Valentine's Day.
Same
It's
place.
the
It's
same
just-
flyer.
Yeah.
I'm not
Same
saying
flyer.
thing. It's just a different venue
Different
now.
venue.
They just around the corner from each other. That's all.
Yeah.
Just different.
Okay.
So it's-
Okay. So Valentine's Day, y'all
Thank you.
be on the lookout for what's happening. And anything else after Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
It was really before, right?
well,
We got the
We'll be on what?
we're going to
got-
Cincinnati
On the
for
8th.
the-
Yeah, we got one before Valentine's Day on the
On
it's
the
8th,
8th,
right?
Yeah, so we got
You know, the 8th in Cincinnati.
the
It's
all women's concert.
yes, it's a wine
Yeah.
wine tasting
Okay.
event.
already.
All red event.
all
Yeah,
RNs
already.
and doctors. Yeah, so
Okay.
we coming, ladies. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and go check out their website. Their website is nice. Let me show you their website. If you've never seen their website, and I want you to make sure you go there so that you can make sure it's a few good men. You can't miss it because you see the initials AFGM. They make it real easy for you. AFGM, a few good men. So if you go there, you cannot miss them. You'll see them, and it'll make it worth your while. You know, if you have a conference coming up and, you know, you see they'll be good for a church conference. They'll be good for a conference outside of the church with R&B. They can serve both areas. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it. So I'm just so excited for them and what's coming up. You know, ladies and gentlemen, David, Izzy, and Monte, a few good men. They're in the studio. So we don't want to keep them too long because they got to get back to work. They have to prepare and work. So I'm going to give you a chance to give any closing remarks, and then we'll take it from there.
Somebody said, are we looking for a background vocalist?
Okay.
The lyric soprano.
She's a lyric soprano. Just hit us in our DM. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shoot your shot, Deirdre. I see you.
shoot your
I
shot.
ain't mad at you. That's what you do. That's what you have to do. See, that's what the internet will allow you to do today. See, they didn't have that back in the day. You see what I'm saying? So that's the beautiful thing. You can DM them. You can shoot your shot about not just for relationship, but just what she just did. So I love it.
Big shout out to my baby brother Jew Winters, because that's who made the website. And shout out to Fox 59, because we'll be on Fox 59 Indie Now on the 9th.
On the 9th. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yep, shout out to the host for Indie Now. So we're gonna be on there with our band performing. Man, we just having fun, Crystal. Thank you.
Okay. You got to come on. Like I said, you got to come this way. You got to have some fun here. We got to have some fun here. So
Guess what? Guess how we come that way? You
I'm
got
bringing you.
you got smart that you go. Oh, there it is.
I ain't said nothing but a word. I understand. You know, listen.
Bring us
That's
down.
what I was thinking when I saw you.
Venues are. We love intimate settings. I'm gonna tell you, it's a little more intimate. You know, it doesn't have to be the biggest concert hall. I mean, we like those.
Yeah.
You know, we love those actually. But my point is that we just want to give you guys really good music. You know, that's what the world was missing, man. They was missing the LOVE. You know, love, and that's one word that'll never go out of style. You understand what I'm saying? You can get love. That's all people need right now, and especially the way the world is. We need some serious love, man.
Yeah.
Wow. What the world needs now.
The world needs.
Love, sweet love.
You better
Oh,
believe.
my-
Lisa just dropped a heart. Appreciate you,
Hey,
Lisa.
thank you, Lisa.
Yes. The ladies are giving you the hearts, and you definitely will be hearing more. I know that young lady too. She could sing, the one who put that up there. So we definitely want to make sure.
Oh, come on, man. Get it, girl.
Yeah, we want to make sure you hit it. So look, like I said, these gentlemen are authentic. You're seeing it for yourself. They're approachable. Go to their Instagram. They use Instagram on a daily basis. You would be surprised. Now, I will say this. Not everybody responds. So I want to say thank you so much for the response, because so many people forget where they came from. I can tell you a whole list of people besides y'all that I have had dealing with back in the day, from Ashanti to a lot of, I can go down the list.
I know
But
that
everybody doesn't respond. You know, like you said, the industry is different. So thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a few good men. Go follow them on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel as well. Everything is A Few Good Men. You can't go wrong. A Few Good Men music in some places, correct?
everywhere.
A Few Good Men. And like, comment, and subscribe. That's the other thing. When you see these artists out here taking time to make these graphics, to make these reels, to make these posts. Comment, like, say something. Let them know. Here's the website right here, ladies and gentlemen. So go and follow them and comment and let them know how much you like their music, and let them know you saw them on Storytime with Shout Crystal. I want to say God bless you, gentlemen. Keep doing what you're doing. May God continue to give you the desires of your heart. I hope you keep going. Good health. Y'all look like you're in great health, so that's a beautiful thing. He's keeping y'all right now. And I look to hear the song and hear the schedule for the new
single coming out, and new single. Hey.
That's your plan.
That's your plan.
Uh-oh. New single? Izzy, that's you?
Yeah, he gonna be singing that one, buddy.
Oh, and let me tell you, Izzy, did you ever do some radio announcement, man? Cause that voice, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You know what? It's in the works. You had before you go, you said you wanted to know if we wanted to give something that we were thankful for and all of that. I have to shout these two brothers out. Right Hip Entertainment. You know, it's one of those things where these two cats together, people don't understand. Like they just don't understand. These two are geniuses, and the fact that, you know, they welcome me in, and like they said, you know, no egos. We're all individuals by ourselves, but together, like you mentioned, we do make a few good men. And I know for a fact, and I can go on record and say, this opportunity and something like this, this is a lifesaver. And again, you know, with me, I got a 95-year-old praying grandmother.
Wow.
And so to be in a position like this, I can guarantee you, her prayers are one of the reasons that, you know, I'm in this position. So I gotta shout them out, man.
The prayers of the righteous availeth much. That's what they say. The good book says it. We can't forget them praying grandmothers and parents and all the good people right there. We see you in the building. Nisi Rice is in the building, definitely. Thank you so much for passing through. She said, yes, his voice is seductive.
We don't look, the type of music we make, it ain't no, we make love making, belly smacking. We don't make
right.
We make the music where you taking every part of the clothes off, not let's get to it. No, we're gonna take our time, and somebody,
wow,
his name is Jai. He was like, this is what we needed.
Yep.
And that's what,
man, I know that's why I remember I asked you earlier, what are the ladies saying to you when they come up to you? If they could, I know they're saying, man, okay, I'm going home. I was gonna leave him, but I'm going to see him tonight. But you singing, that's what they're saying, like, you know, so that is a blessing. That is truly a blessing.
That is our ultimate, that's what we're here for.
Wow.
I mean, once again, like you said, we want people to fall back in love.
Wow.
You know, we want people to open the door for their woman again. You know, we want you to wake up in the morning and bring her some coffee and just look at her and just say, you know, baby, I just wanted to look at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid if I touch you, something's about to happen. So I just want to look at you.
Okay. See, so that's what sets y'all apart.
Yeah.
So y'all have a ministry with your music, and you really are setting out to be an impact in the relationships.
Yes.
You talking about helping people's relationships. That's big.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to talk about that more, like really, because that's powerful. You don't hear that from many groups.
Yeah.
You don't hear that.
Well, a lot of women, a lot of people identify as a woman, but they really a girl.
I'm trying to reach.
Wow.
Trying to reach.
Look, somebody said, I'm looking to fall back in love. Yeah. And a lot of people, yes, ministry with the relationships. You said ministry with the relationship. So that's what y'all are doing. Y'all have ministry with the relationship. You're putting people back together again. You're mending relationship. That's a beautiful thing. So that's why you back here. So this is your time, David. God kept you for such a time as this.
You know, hey, my mom's smiling down, man. Her last words was, baby, she said, I know I ain't going to be here much longer. She said, but I just want you to do your music. So, you know, thank you, mama.
Wow.
You know,
Well, I thank you, David, Izzy. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And Monte, we thank y'all so much for blessing us tonight. And we look forward to staying connected. We're going to make sure we get this out to you so you can share with your good people, the ones who missed out. And they're going to be like, oh, man, she said, take it out with something. Oh, they want to hear you sing a little something more. Can you give them a little bit more?
Tell me everything's gonna be all right. That's it. That's all I got for you. Big shout out, man. We wanted to shout out Monte's company too. Stargazer. You know what I'm saying? Because my company is Right Hip Entertainment. Here's the Stargazer. So that's what we did. We merged and came together. That's why everything is going the way it's going right now.
Okay. So do we need to give some contact information for your company too as well, Monte?
Now you can reach us through social media.
Okay.
Yeah, you can reach both of them.
Oh, he said you wrong for that. They said you wrong for that. They wanted to hear the harmonic blend.
Man, once we get off from here, man, we got to see where we at. We got to get right back in the studio because it's late and we don't want to.
Yeah, listen. You missed it. I know you came in. We're glad you came, but when you go back and do the replay, they did.
I ain't having no part of that.
Oh man, I appreciate you guys. Much love to you. Thank you. I'm not gonna keep you. Get back to your rehearsal, ladies and gentlemen. A Few Good Men. They are ready for booking. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to their channel, and we'll see you on the next story time. God bless.
Right. I'm gonna change your name to a symbol on this now, nigga.
It's gonna be a fried chicken. Stay.
Have a good evening, gentlemen. Go back to work. I know you have work to do. We'll be in touch, okay?
All right, God bless you,
thank
sweetie.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Wondering what you're doing. I thought you'd be here by now. I'm warning all of you, about to lose my mind. I'm more than ready, girl. I'm feeding. Not trying to hit it too tight, girl. You're sleeping. There's no need to knock. The door's unlocked. I've been waiting for you. I'm with you. Baby, come and love me too lazy. No sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. Oh, I'm getting. Baby, come and love me too lazy. No sleep tonight. Hear my baby come in through the door. Left directions, rose petals on the floor. Come on in this bedroom. No way you're prepared for what's in store for you. And I know you're not tired. I know what to do to light that fire. When I kiss all of those lips, ain't no sleeping tonight. Baby, come and love me too lazy. No sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. I'm getting. Baby, come and love me too lazy. No sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. You didn't know that it would be like this, girl. But it is. And now that I got you where I won't trip, I'll be chopping, screwing on you, girl. Oh, baby, when I'm through with you, there's nothing you can do. Baby, we gon' make sweet love till the sunrise. I get it, baby. Ain't gon' be no get ready, baby. I want that. Oh, no sleeping tonight. No sleeping, baby. Ain't gonna be no sleeping tonight.
A catalyst for change with the chance to thrive. Crystal is the one to stir up gifts and save lives. You get exposure, promotion, and marketing too. And advertise for business owners just like you. On Storytime, your interview is global. Virtual or in person, just come on the show. Yo, your story matters. Crystals will open the door. 40 years of experience, ready to give you more on Storytime. Get ready for Storytime. Hey, come on.